Back. UFC Fight Night. Allen versus Craig this weekend. Sorry, got the hiccups. Then they're not going away. But you guys followed my bets last week. I posted 2 bets. Number 1, Diego Lopez. I posted a single bet, Diego Lopez. And then I made a parlay with Lopez, Benoit Saint Denis, Tom Aspinall, and Yuri Prochazka. And Yuri Prochazka cost me big money, bro, because I still won. Don't get me wrong. I still hit my single bet. But I was one away from that parlay, man. That parlay was close. Early stoppage. In my opinion, it was early. I mean, watching a lot of Yuri's fights, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. This is a title fight, number 1. Title fight. These guys are the guys, getting the pay-per-view points, blah, blah, blah. So they're getting paid big money. All of Yuri's fights, like his last fight with Glover, dude, he gets hurt. He almost looks like he's out, but he comes back, man. He was moving. You gotta give him the benefit of doubt. Title fight like that, MSG, Mark Goddard does it again, man. But it is what it is. UFC wanted Pereira to win, and I could see them doing the Izzy fight because Izzy, hate him or love him, the guy who sells pay-per-views, he's a big draw compared to everyone else in the light heavyweight division. Who in the light heavyweight division is a bigger draw than Israel Adesanya? Jamal Hill? No. Ankalaev? No. So there's a very high percentage chance that Izzy Adesanya is going to fight Alex Pereira for what, 5th time now? Fucking hiccups. My bad. And then we got this fight night. Dude, I'm a big UFC fan. This is not a good card. This is a horrible card. Paul Craig and Brendan Allen. I mean, these guys, don't get me wrong. These guys are good fighters. I like Paul Craig, the Bear Jew, even Brendan Allen. He's been killing it lately. But this is not a main event. I'm sorry, guys. Not a main event, in my opinion. And I'm just gonna run through these because this hiccup shit is driving me fucking nuts. All right, Brendan Allen, Paul Craig. Everyone and their mother's taking Brendan Allen. But the thing is, Brendan Allen is known for what? Choking people, rear naked chokes. This guy's got tons of submissions, right? He's not really known for a knockout striker, but he's got great ground game. Dude, so does Paul Craig. Paul Craig's jiu-jitsu is off the chain. I'll be surprised. I said the same thing. He submitted Andre Muniz, though, and Andre Muniz is for real. His jiu-jitsu might be off the chain if he's going to go in there and submit Paul Craig, because Paul Craig is a guy who's got huge submissions under his belt, man. The problem is his striking's horrible. His striking is really bad, man. And his chin is not good at all. Great ground game, though. Like, he's got big wins. Like, he submitted Ankalaev, a few seconds left, just destroyed Jamal Hill with that triangle armbar. Broke his arm, I think he might have. That thing was vicious. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Brendan Allen, but honestly, Paul Craig, don't be surprised, bro. If Brendan Allen thinks he's going to take Paul Craig down, dude, he might get submitted. Paul Craig got them triangles from everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Now, Michael Morales undefeated, taking on Jake Matthews. I think this is the first time Jake's been back in the States for a while. He's usually been fighting on the Australia cards. Fucking hiccups, man. Jeez. Jake Matthews. Yeah, so he's coming off a win over Darius Flowers. Got a win over Fialo. He's okay. But he's taking on undefeated Michael Morales. Michael Morales looked okay his last fight against Max Griffin. Didn't get to finish, but Max Griffin is tough. He can hang in there. And yeah, I gotta go with Michael Morales on that one. He's a good guy. If you're looking at parlay favorites, Michael Morales is a good pick. Chase Hooper taking on Jordan Levitt. So the dream, Chase Hooper, Ben Askren's son, taking on Jordan Levitt. To be honest, I can't stand this Jordan Levitt guy. The whole twerking shit drives me nuts, but I think he might actually win this fight, man. Dude, he might win this fight, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go take the underdog on this one. I'll go to Jordan Levitt plus 200. Huge underdog. Yeah. Um, Not a fan of Chase Hooper, to be honest. Next, Peyton Talbot, Nick Guiri. Huge, probably the biggest favorite on the card. Peyton Talbot. Man, this guy's been on a roll, though. He can bang. So, sorry, guys, with the hiccups. Like, again, this is not going away. It's been for a while now. I've been doing everything I can, but it is what it is. Yeah, I got to go with Peyton Talbot, man. Huge favorite. Only 25 years old. UFC is going to want to build this kid. Fighting out of Vegas makes no sense for him to come in and lose this fight. I think he's going to crush Nick Aguirre. Oh, your boy Eurosh. Oh, jeez. Eurosh Medic. Yeah, I actually like Eurosh. He's got a significant height advantage in this fight. Significant height advantage. Not too big of a reach advantage, but he's a much better striker. Both guys don't really, haven't really seen too much of the ground game. Zero takedowns average for Johnny Parsons. Zero takedown accuracy, so he's not really shooting for takedowns. Euros Medic, he's been on a roll. He's had that one loss to Jalen Turner where he was choked out, rear naked choked in 2021. But ever since, other than that, he's been pretty flawless, man. Even beating Matthew Semmelsberger, knocked him out with that spinning back fist. Finished Omar Morales, which was impressive. Omar Morales, tough dude. To get a finish over him, that's really impressive. You got to go with Eurosh Medic, and he's another guy. Add Eurosh on there, parlayed with a Michael Morales. That's a solid bet. I'm scared. I'm want to see the method of victory for Paul Craig and Brendan Allen, but I'll be. I gotta see that one again because sorry, it has an odds drop for the method of victory for that one. Yeah, at least not on my website. And the last one, or two more, I'll touch on Cesar Almeida. So if you guys don't know Cesar Almeida, he's only 4-0 in MMA. He's new to MMA, but he's a professional kickboxer. Sort of like obviously not like Alex Pereira as decorated, but he's a guy who's competed in Glory Kickboxing and Super Combat, WGP Kickboxing. He actually um, fought Poetan twice, or sorry, three times. He's fought Alex Pereira three times. He actually beat Alex Pereira one of those out of the three. He lost two to Pereira, and yeah, another guy just like Alex Pereira, right? Glory kickboxer coming over from professional kickboxing. If you got to win in kickboxing over Alex Pereira, like I know it was in 2013, but that's a big win. That's a big win, especially it aged well considering Alex Pereira is the guy right now at light heavyweight. So I got to go with this guy, man. This guy's he beat Alex Pereira, who's the champ. I know it was 10 years ago, but that was in a kickboxing match, and I think he should slice through Christian Leroy Duncan plus 125. He's an underdog. That might be a good underdog bet. The last one I'm gonna touch on is Charles Johnson and Rafael Estevam. So Charles, the Energy Johnson. First time I seen him, he fought his first fight in the UFC against Muhammad Makayev, and I bet on Muhammad Makayev. You guys been following me, taking him, since day one. I thought Muhammad Makayev was gonna just destroy this guy, finish him in the first round. Surprisingly, he did lose. He got lost unanimous decision, lost every round, but he was staying in there. He was, he was making it a battle, and he didn't lose as badly as he should have, and as everyone expected him to. Everyone expected Muhammad Makayev just to go in there and destroy Charles Johnson. That was not the case. He did win, dominated him, but man, Charles Johnson did a lot better than most people give him credit for. And he's only plus 120, so slight underdog going in there against a guy who's undefeated, Rafael Estevam. So I only watched this Estevam guy. I think it was his fight on the Contender Series. He had one fight on the Contender Series, and that's all I've seen of him. Coming out of Brazil, undefeated. Great win on the Contender Series, and yeah, I gotta go with the Brazilian, man. I don't like betting against undefeated guys, especially if they're like 3-0, 4-0. That's one thing, but a guy who's double double digits in MMA and you're undefeated, you're pretty good. So I got to go with the Brazilian, even though Charles Johnson is a really good fighter. I'll go with the Brazilian. And yeah, just a decent card. This is just a bankroll builder. Whether you like the fights or don't, there is money to be made on this card. So if you guys need a place to BetUS, promo code Iceman. Let's make that money. Out.